Hi and welcome. I'm here with my friends and we're gonna do a really advanced, just get going Pilates sequence. So this is for those of you that already have a practice and you can follow at home with. I'm here with Eric and Tiffany and Mate. So we've got three totally different people with three very different body shapes, and you can be inspired with each and every one of us, as well as continue to grow and inspire yourself. So we're gonna begin by sitting upright onto our hips. So you guys take a spot with your legs out in front of you. So basically you can just, bend your knees and put your feet down. I want you to hold under your knees like you're holding these little guitar strings under your knees. Exactly. So separate the feet and the knees as wide as the hips. And we're gonna start with what's called C-spine and tree spine, okay? So in Pilates, you probably know this already. We're gonna breathe deeply in through the nose. And as you exhale, you're gonna take all the air out, tighten your abdominals, and pull up your pelvic floor, and I like to call that the pelvic elevator. So let's inhale here, tree spine, like there's a tall tree growing out of your head. As you exhale, round your back, open your back, and the wings are gonna come all the way back, and you're gonna really open the skin. Good, let's do 6 of these. Inhale, nice and straight. Exhale, like your navel's getting pulled behind you to your back. Good, let the inhale rise you up, almost like there's a string coming out of the top of your head. And as you exhale, round back, and we're noticing that none of these guys are using their shoulders or superimposing or overdoing their neck in any sort of way. So the importance here is to keep it in the core, or in Pilates we talk about the powerhouse. So you're squeezing in on the hips, squeezing in on these hips, squeezing and pulling inward as the ribs pull down and the pelvis and the inner thighs come upward to meet your abdominal walls. Good. Last one. Inhale deeply and exhale, coming down. Good. Now come all the way down so you're laying on your back. Okay. And let's bring the legs up into tabletop position. So this is going to be a 90-degree angle. It's almost like I could have breakfast, lunch, or dinner right here onto your knees. You're gonna squeeze the heels together, because when we squeeze our heels, we squeeze our sit bones. Good. And we're just gonna take some nice abdominal strengtheners first. We're just gonna sweep the arms overhead as you inhale, lengthen all the way back. And then we're just gonna reach the arms down first. As you exhale, reach them past your hips and use that exhale to activate and lift your head and shoulders up. Good. Good. Do 6 of these. So inhale, sweep all the way back. And exhale and pull the arms down. Gonna reach way, way out past your hips, and you're gonna look down at your belly, staying in neutral. Good. And do 4 more. So we did 2, we'll do a total of 6. Good. So you're stretching like a rubber band and then pulling together like a rope, almost like I'm pulling with ropes. Tiffany's fingers, she keeps this squeeze here. Good. And they're just following their breath. So let's all keep our rib cage in. And so that when you exhale, the ribs stay in, and the head just is like holding a little apple under your chin. Good. And last 2, inhale as the arms go back, keep the ribs engaged. And then as you exhale, you're really pulling down. Nice. And last one. So this is just our warm up. And as soon as we finish this, we're gonna go right into our breathing 100s. So exhale, come on up. Okay, you can keep your legs here, or you can stretch them all the way out into Pilates stance, zipping up the back of the legs, rotating the hips outward. And we take 5 breaths, breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5, out. Good. So keeping that chin connection to the heart, out 2, 3, 4, 5, in 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Breathing in the back of the ribs and exhale out of the belly. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Keeping this poise the whole time. And you don't want to let the feet come apart, so you really squeeze those inner thighs. Last 2. In 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Now lengthen, flatten all the way, legs out, arms over your head, and stretch long. Preparing for our roll up. On a deep breath in, you're gonna start to lift as if you're like a little sardine can, and you're just gonna kind of start to crack your sardine can here, lift open, inhale into the back, and as you exhale, keep going. So as that happens, right, that happens with me too. Okay, so you're gonna inhale to first come up, and then exhale and take it all the way around, and the belly stays in. Good. As you inhale, sit up nice and tall, and then exhale, roll all the way down. So did you see what I just helped Tiffany, and then I can get out of Eric's way and can come on down. Good. So we're gonna do 8 of these. Let that be our first one. Rise, connect. And as you reach forward, the head stays next to the arms and the navel pulls back. So you pull yourself forward with your abdominals. Go ahead and just keep going, Eric. I'm not behind you anymore. Good. Nice. So for those of you at home, you want to feel like you're pushing down with the feet. Head curls inward and the belly, stomach pulls tightly in. Nice. And as you inhale, we're getting nice and tall. Shoulders down. Shoulders stay down as you roll yourself back flat. So as you reach up, bring the shoulders down. The shoulders actually live here within the sides of the body, and then go all the way, stretch forward. That's it. Oh, good. And there's where you're tight, but that's okay. We stretch you. Inhale, come up, and exhale. Squeeze those inner thighs and send your tailbone towards your heels. So as you roll up, it's like this little wind comes up beneath your wings. And yes, I'm thinking of the Bette Midler song. And then exhale, and you can really hollow the belly and let your head fold forward so you don't shorten the neck, but we keep it long and activated. Now, I've lost count, you guys. So we were gonna do 8. Did that feel like 8, or does it feel like 6 or 7?
Maybe one more.
One more, I think one more too. So press down on the legs, come on up, good. So Tiffany, sending her heels down, good, nicely done. This last time, I want you to come up so that we can stay up and transfer into rolling like a ball. So staying just where you are, hug your knees, and balance between your tailbone and your sit bones. So you're gonna bring the feet off the floor, and we've had this nice round. Imagine that you are your favorite round object, okay? And you're living inside your favorite round object. So whether you're the moon or the sun, or you're like a disco ball, so curve your head a little bit so you've got a little bit of, pull your chin in, and a little more round. That's it, good. Now exhale here at the top and get really tight, contract. Beautiful, Mate. On the inhale, you'll roll back, and the exhale, you come up. And as you exhale, you tighten back into this balance. Good. And let's do 7 of those. Inhale back. Exhale, come up, and right. Yeah. And if you use your imagination, we stay with the imagination that you're your favorite round ball, the planet Jupiter. You're an orange, you're a grapefruit, whatever that might be. Yeah, good. Nicely done. Nice. And then do 2 or 3 more just so that you feel how deeply this connects your core and your stomach muscles. Yeah. Shaking your head no. I think she's shaking her head no to make sure she doesn't have neck tension. Am I right? Now she says yes. So we want to keep it out of the neck. We keep it nice and easy. Good. So staying here, you guys, we're going to transition down back into our stomach series. So let's lift the legs up into teaser, easy teaser. Legs are together, heels are together. Okay. Let's take the arms all the way up. Inhale, smile at your friends and neighbors. Hi. Hi. And on an exhale, we're going to lay all the way down with our legs in tabletop. So slowly transfer down. Bring your legs to tabletop. Exactly. And take your arms back on an inhale 1 time. And exhale, just lift the upper body and bring your hands down past your hips. Good. Excellent. Now, hug your knees just for a moment and rest. Okay. Good. Take yourself back up into that exact same position and hold. Good. Now, drop your arms, drop your head, drop your shoulders, drop everything into the ground. Exactly. And I want you to feel like you're actually pressing your energy into the earth, into this rug, into this space here. Exactly. Okay, we're going to do the rollover next. Okay? So we're going to stretch the legs. Okay? Not taking them down, but instead rolling them back and over. So I want you to inhale here to prepare. And on your exhale, you're gonna send your feet overhead. You're gonna roll yourself up. The legs stay high, push down with your arms. You can use your hands. Inhale here at the top. Let's open the legs just about a foot apart. And on your exhale, slowly roll down from the chest all the way back down to the hips. So you wanna press down on the head, press down on the shoulders, and keep your body firm as you roll down. When you get down to the bottom, close your heels. And start again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to roll the self over. And you can push down here really flat. Okay? Inhale, open the legs just enough. And then what I want you to notice here is that keeping this space. So we continue to keep the space as we roll down. Try 2 more. Got it in us? Good control. Centering, control. Concentration, precision, imagination. So maybe you could imagine I've got 2 little springs attached to your feet. And that way you're pulling against them. Close the legs up there, Eric. And then I'm gonna help pull with these springs all the way over. So keep the space between the hip, and then inhale them apart. Exhale them down. And then you can either do 1 more or let this be your last one. Pressing down into the earth. Nice, you guys, good. Let's get a little bit crooked. Watch your alignment, and good. Now, release your left leg all the way down to the mat. Keep your right leg up into the sky, and prepare for single leg circles. So now, because I know Eric has got some tight hamstrings, I'm gonna ask him to bend his knee a little bit, okay? And let's all slightly turn the leg out so we let go of the hip flexor, okay? Still pressing into the earth. I want you to drop the leg away from you and inhale deeply. Use the exhale to circle the leg back towards your body and use the inhale to take it away. And I want you to do 5 in each direction. Okay, the breath is one of the most important things. And also what we want to do is stabilize. So it's focusing on the stability of the supporting left hip and left leg. So I see Mate pressing through the left back of his heel. And I'm keeping Eric's left heel down just so that he controls the stability of the pelvis instead of releasing it. Go ahead and reverse, you guys. Go in the other direction. So just moving it around, just getting some of this hair out of your face, my love. Better? Yes. Yes. Good. Yeah. So this is one of the most challenging exercises. It doesn't look like it, but it is. To me, it takes so much concentration. Concentration, centering in the center, and control. Really nice, good. Now just bend your knee in, take it all the way, hold it so you get a nice stretch. Good. If you like to, stretch it all the way up. Take it up to the sky. You can open Eric's hamstring a little bit to help him. Okay. Soften the leg the left leg too. And then slowly lower it down, control it down, and when it hits the floor, relax completely. And then those of you at home as well, relax completely so you can feel the difference between the right and left side. Most likely, it feels longer and more open. The reason being is we've secured the hip, and now it is allowed to feel safe, and securing also allows us to feel soft. Okay, so second side. Press down into the right leg and take the left leg up into the air. Pressing into the earth, pressing down into this back side of the pelvis. Here we go. Inhale, the leg moves away from you. Exhale, start to circle it. We just do 5. Okay, so our inner focus is like there's a little person driving a car inside your pelvis, and that driver is going around the roundabout in circles inside of that half of your pelvis that's moving the leg. The control center is internal. It's in deep internal muscles that you can't even point to, but are there. Good, now your driver got lost, so he's gonna drive the other way. So go the other direction. Inhale the leg away, exhale. Good. The exhalation is the contraction, the flexion. So flexion is when we get closer to the body. So as the leg gets closer to the body, we contract and flex the muscles. As the leg moves further away, we expand. Good, last one, and then hug your knee. All right. Who really doesn't like that exercise? I don't. But at the same time, I use it all the time because I have wonky hips. And because my hips are really hypermobile, my balance that I need in my life is more stability. So hypermobility is great when you can, I can turn 180 degrees out, but sometimes I'm not so stable. But as you see, I'm quite stable in this position right now due to exercises just like this in Pilates. Okay, you guys, so now bring both knees in, coming into single leg stretch. And we'll move from single leg stretch into double leg stretch, all right? Here we go. Take a deep breath, take the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, so keep the knees in, and then exhale, lift yourself up. Legs are in tabletop. So exhale, take your body all the way up. Good. And then one leg at a time, we'll take 2 breaths, stretching one leg, bending one knee. So it's just gonna bend. In, out, out. Breathe in, out, out. You can actually touch the knee. In, out, out. And shake out the neck so that the head is just holding this little imaginary apple. Out, out, in, out, out, in. And just let the ankles stretch as well. Out, in. Good. 2 more. Keep control in the center. Last one. Good. Now double leg stretch. I also call this the Big Bang. So on the take the arms and legs back. Inhale, stretch in all directions, expand. Use your exhale to contract and squeeze into a ball, keeping the pelvis down. More. Inhale, expansion. Legs can be higher, Tiffany. Exhale, pull the knee in. That's it. Good. So what we're looking for is like the big, giant stretch. And then the little tiny ball. So I like to think of it as like the Big Bang. And then tiny quantum particle. Okay, maybe that helps you. Last 2, big breath. Good. Legs can be open or closed because we're not doing classical Pilates. Last one. We're doing Pilates for everybody. Okay, everybody's different as you can see. Good. Drop your head down. Just take a moment there. Keep the knees in. Pilates for everybody. Not everyone's made the same. Okay, not everyone is a dancer. Not everyone is a gymnast. But everybody is unique and amazing. So for you out there, work with your body and at any time put your neck down if it hurts. We are going to bring the neck back up again. So exhale, raise up. Straighten both legs for single leg scissor kicks. So one leg is up, one leg is a little bit more out. Back to our 2 count breath. You can pull with that top leg and we breathe in, switch, out, out, in. And you're just gonna come back here with Eric and bring his chin in, out, yeah. So that you really feel the back of the neck is nice and long. In, good, out, in, out. Last 2, don't need a lot. Last 1, don't need a lot. And then head down. Good, nice. Monte, I'm gonna have you angle a little bit different. Yeah, and slide just a little bit more that way. So we can see your body. Good. So now, hands are going to go behind your head, you guys. So they're resting, not behind your neck, but behind your head. And I want you to press your head down into the floor. Right. Pull your ribs down as well. Now, extend both legs to 90 degrees. Come into Pilates stance, a little bit more classical Pilates style. You can bend the knees, especially if you're like Eric, you've got some tight hamstrings, and this comes over time, okay? Now, anchor the abdomen and the body and the pelvis down, but keep neutral in the hips. This is called double leg pull. On the inhale, you're gonna pull both legs about halfway down. And on the exhale, connect and pull them back while maintaining the pelvis position. So the pelvis never changes. This is ultimate control. So Eric, I want you to bend your knees even more. Relax your feet. Just go like that. And bend your knees in a little more together. Yeah, so from here, just think of this part of the leg. So move your legs down and then right. So for those of you that are awesome and special like Eric, who've got an amazing strong body, but a little bit more tightness in your hamstrings. Okay, you can do the same exercise by utilizing your core strength and not feeling like you're pulling on your lower back or your hamstrings too much. Yes? Good. Last two. And this feels like there's 25 kilos on your belly. Doesn't it, Tiffany? Yeah. Last one. From here, bend your knees back to tabletop. Lift your head up on an exhale. Good. So we're going to move into the crisscross. Okay, so we're staying here on the inhale. Inhale, center. On an exhale, let's all look this way. Take your elbow to your knee and exhale. Good. Inhale, center. On the exhale, look this way. Take your elbow to your knee and extend that leg. There you go. Inhale, center. Crisscross. So oblique and inner thighs are working together. Find your center. Oblique and inner thighs. They are kissing cousins. They love each other. So I'm just going to come over here and make sure that Tiffany doesn't rock her hips as she's working. So leg a little higher. That way you don't get your hips to rock. That's right. So while the body is changing around the core, we want to maintain the pelvis stays flat and the hips are grounded. Last one, finish on this side. And then rest, hug your knees, tell yourself, thank you, I love you. And take totally let that out, you guys, really good. Why don't you roll your knees a few times in each direction. Do you want me to bring you a towel? You sure? They're working. Hopefully you're working too. This is the kind of work that is so potent, so powerful, that even though we might only do 8 or 10, and sometimes 5 or 6, it's the core work of the entire body so that the stability and the mobility balances itself, and the body then becomes this amazing creature that, you know, has always really been there, but you're tapping more into because it's your inner strength coming through your outer body. So we don't need thousands of reps. We don't do like gym crunches. Instead, we're just loving this intelligent Pilates work. All right, you guys, come sit up for spine stretch forward. Okay, so you might want to walk your hips back a little bit. Extend your legs out, just about a little wider than your own legs. Your own hips, excuse me. Sitting nice and tall, and you can bend your knees if your hamstrings are tight. So Eric, you'll see that he's got his here. So we want to keep this lower back long. Take the arms straight out in front of you. Spine stretch forward is, we're going to move the body forward through the upper back. So you're going to bow your head, round your upper back, but keep the belly pulling backwards. So we keep the foundation strong. Good. Inhale to sit tall. That's your beginning. Inhale. And as you exhale, it's almost like you're giving a present away. So it's like, here, would you like a present? And as her head and arms move forward, Tiffany's belly is moving away and back. So it's a counterbalance. Inhale, feel the breath lift you. Shoulders soft. Exhale, head just folds. It's truly just a spine stretch. So we're opening the vertebra and staying firm in the pelvic floor, in the abdominals. 1 or 2 more, depending on how fast or slow you're going. Nice. So what I see here is their abdominals, this whole like wearing like a big thick belt is what's keeping the belly in place, and they pull with their belly to come forward. Good. You guys want to do one more, or is that enough? That's okay. All right. So take a rest and bring your hips just a little bit more forward. And what I want you to feel is you can, so bend your knees, bring your hips more forward onto the rug, scoot forward, move forward, and come up into teaser, okay? So holding teaser is like doing boat pose in yoga, okay? So Eric's gonna hold under his knees because he's just gonna hold that support. Mate or Tiffany, you wanna extend the legs, come up until full teaser. You don't have to, it's up to you. I don't know where you're at today, okay? Every day is different. Some days this is easy for me. Some days this is a great, huge challenge. Okay, take a deep breath. As you exhale, pull back into a ball. Good. Inhale, find that same position, teaser. Exhale, pull back into a ball. Good. Do that one more time at home with these guys. And as you exhale, pull in and then put your feet down. Drop your knees out into a little butterfly diamond shape. Shake out your hip flexors. Exactly. And then what I'd like for you to do is transfer yourself onto your bellies, okay? So however you guys want to do that. So guys, let's put your heads that way. Yep, Tiffany, put your feet that way. Mate, bring your head a little bit more inward to the center of our, yep. And I think as well, Eric, you can be a little bit more here. Good, all right, let's come up to a sphinx. So we're gonna do single leg kicks to the back. So elbows underneath the shoulders, a little bit of a sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders, okay? It's gonna be just there, exactly. Come on up, elbows under the shoulders, great. Okay, tailbone's gonna be long, all the way going back towards the heels, and you're gonna be lifting your belly up away from the ground, keeping the shoulders down and the neck nice and long. All right, so this takes a little bit of coordination. This is gonna be 2 kicks to the back. First, you're gonna kick your right heel and then your right toe. You're gonna take 2 breaths in. You're gonna do a little kick and extend. And then kick and extend. So we do in, and out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe. That's it. Flex and point and extend. And flex and point, and as you exhale, tighten your belly. Good. Flex and point and extend. Good. Flex and point and extend. Let's pull the pelvic floor up. Perineum. Flex, point, extend. Squeezing deep inside. Flex and point, extend. Good. And flex and point, extend. Last 2. Flex and point, extend. And flex and point, extend. Good. Now come all the way down, bend your knees, turn your head to face the front of the room. Okay. Bring your hands behind your back for double leg kicks or superhero. Knees are bent, arms are bent, head is turned. Here we're gonna take a deep breath in. This is all back body work. So as you inhale, you should feel your back rise. Inhale into the diaphragm. As you exhale, stretch your legs, stretch your arms, come up and fly, looking straight down so that the neck stays long. Good. Release, bend the knees, bend the elbows. Turn the head, inhale. Exhale, stretch, kick, pull, come on up, nice, straight and strong and tall. Good. 6 more. Inhale, turn your head. Kick your heels in. Exhale, kick your feet back. Good. You can even drop your arms down a little bit more so they pull back. Good. Inhale, release. So follow your breath. Use your exhale to tighten. Pull the belly away from the ground. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Good. Release. And again, kick, pull, tighten. And release. And last one, kick, pull, and tighten. Now stay here for a moment. Good. Release your arms and just reach them back towards your feet. So you're like in a locust pose. Good. And then as you stay there, I want you just to click your heels together and take 4 breaths. In, out, 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 out. In, out, 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 out. Good. Keeping the neck long, firming the waistline, the belly, pull the pelvic perineum up. In, out, 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 out. 2 more times. And last one, in, out, 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 and then rest in child's pose. Excellent. Relax. Come on back. And finish there. All right, so just take a moment here and take a few deep breaths just to catch up with yourself in child's pose. Feeling your back body rise as you inhale. And as you exhale, softly drop into the earth, let your heart melt. You might even want to bring your hands to the back of your kidneys. It's a personal choice. And give your kidneys just a little bit of some tapping and some love. Yeah. Good. Nice. Then just release the arms. Take another breath there into the kidneys. Ready, reach your arms back out forward and come up to a plank position. So we're getting a little bit more arm strength now. We've done mostly core and back, side body a little bit in that crisscross. Let's come up into plank and let's do what's called the leg pull up, or what's called the leg lift. It's not really the leg pull up, but the leg lift. So we're gonna keep our pelvis exactly in place, strong shoulders over the wrist, okay? And simply on an inhale, I want you to inhale and lift your right leg. Exhale, place it down. Left leg, same thing, inhale the left. Stand tall and extend it down. Keep lifting through the back of the legs. Inhale right, long neck. Exhale, standing tall. Good. Making sure the head is still on straight part of the back. And last one. Good. And that's enough. Good. Put it down. Exhale. Good. Bring yourself into downward facing dog. So if you need to adjust your feet, walk forward a little bit. Maybe there, Mate, if you need to. Soften your knees, bring your rib cage in, shake out your neck, head, and shoulders. Open the shoulders, let the chest and the shoulders widen as the biceps roll inward and we make space between the shoulders and the neck. Good. It's like your thigh bones are moving up and backwards to the top of the sky. Great. Now, moving through the body, we let the arms come into the body to walk our hands back to our feet. So I want you to notice how these guys they're professional. They're not wobbling side to side. They're letting their arms gently come in and then now standing in a forward bend, forward fold. Head is dropped, good. In this position, I want you to inhale at the bottom, inhale right into the back. And on the exhale, start to pull your pelvic floor up, pull your abdominal walls to help you, lifting up one vertebrae at a time, settling the hips over the ankles, shoulders just fall back into place, and we grow, nice and tall till we're standing up. It's almost like you're pushing gently back in the back of the head, and you feel taller than you've ever felt before, right? Yeah, good. So let's take a deep breath right here. And as you exhale, drop your head and start to just feel each vertebra move the next one. Almost like there's a heavy weight attached to the top of your head. Good. Coming all the way down as far as you can, bending your knees if you're tight in the hamstrings. Still feeling the lift of the belly, so there's still space here. And then, when you're ready to, breathe in again and walk out towards downward facing dog. Maybe even not looking where you're going, so that we don't wobble, but we just get there with grace and wisdom in the back of the body. Good. From downward dog, take a moment and then move into plank again. Inhale. Exhale, hold in plank. You can hold here or take a Pilates push-up. Elbows are gonna come back against the waistline. Inhale down, exhale. There's no such thing as gravity. You're just gonna go push on up, come on up, good. Transition back to downward dog. Hips fold, head drops. You might even wanna go, oh. And then slowly walk yourself back to a standing position. Nice. Elbows come in by the body. So we're just walking the arms down away from the neck so that the neck stays soft. What I like to do here is really anchor the heels. Inhale. And then as you exhale, press the heels down, squeeze the sit bones towards each other, and start to roll up. Nice, Mate. One vertebrae at a time. Stacking the bones, gracefully coming up to a really nice straight position. Okay, let's do that all one more time in your own rhythm. Okay, inhale and exhale. Take your time. So even if you're going at different rhythms of each other, good. Keeping the hips right over the alignment of the ankles. You might need to bend your knees if you're tight. Breathing, mindful and aware of the position and the balance, the weight of the feet, the weight of the hands, going From dog pose into plank. Good. Pulling the inner thighs together and up. Good. Really opening this part of the upper back. And then dropping the head down, stretching out. Sliding those heels as close as possible, even if you bend your knees. And then walking yourself in. Breathe. Release the head. And the head is the last thing to come up as you roll. So starting at the bottom, feeling how each bone moves to the next one. And when you get to the top. Good, let's stay here. Yeah, nice. Good. So standing here, let's just all take a deep breath. And exhale, reach the arms down. Stay where you're standing. And on an inhale, let's do a chest expansion. Arms go back, chest expands. Exhale, come center. Keeping the belly tight. Good, do 5 of those. Chest expands, arms go behind you and down. Exhale, come center. Good. Good. So as the arms come back and inhale the chest to expand, the belly stays firm. Exhale, good. How's your pelvic floor? Are you pulling up inside the perineum? Pull that energy up and keep getting taller as you reach. So it's like you're trying to touch my hands back here, Eric. Yes, good. And last 1 or 2, depending on how fast you're breathing. Good. So if we do these exercises every day, or even every other day, or even maybe even twice a week, you'll look like Mate. He's completely transformed since I met him. Completely transformed. I've transformed. Pilates has transformed my body. I feel longer and taller and more efficient. Good. Now you guys bend your elbows to do little serving brownies. Okay, it's like, thank you. And you can eat brownies if you do this work, right? Yeah. So now on the inhale, pull your elbows back. Let them just glide by your waistline. And on the exhale, serve your brownies. Hello, would you like a brownie? And this stays soft and quite open. So inhale, elbows and hands glide back by your waist. And what that does is strengthen the rhomboids. Exhale, reach forward, keep the belly in. Good. Just 3 more. So the softness of the neck is super important. We want to keep feeling that softness. Like there's a little feather boa on top and around your neck. You're like, are we trying to make you a cross-dresser? You guys can laugh. A little fluffy bunny on the neck, right? Good, last one. I'll eat your brownies. Or a margarita. Ding, ding, ding. Serve one last one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Now bring those arms down and just rest. So we'll just finish this last one. We're only taking 3 of these, okay? Just a full nice circle. So on the inhale, think of reaching down to come up. Inhale, reach those arms up. Shoulders are down. And on the exhale, squeeze the arms back down towards the sides of the body. And they lengthen back to the ground. Inhale, come on up. Good. Exhale, take it down. It's like you're squeezing balloons under your armpits. Because you do that every day, right? Squeeze the balloons all the way up. And exhale. Squeeze whatever you feel like under your arms. Maybe you pop them. Maybe they're water balloons. Pop, pop, pop. Good. 2 last one. Come on up. Exhale. Come on down. Good. Feel this last time as you could do it. Inhale to come up. As your arms come down, you get taller. So as your arms come down, your entire body grows like a tree. Good. Now just close your eyes and notice where your balance is. Between the feet in the back or the front, the pelvis in the front or the back. Just allow your head to float upward like a little helium balloon is attached to the top of your head and the head floats. And allow your entire rib cage to fan outward in all directions. So it fans back, side, and forward, feeling your volume in the chest and lungs. And allow your shoulders to just float gently on top of your fan of your ribs. So the head floats, the shoulders float, the ribs support in that fan. Yeah, good. Then allow your legs to fall down out of your hips. So your hips are there, but you're gonna let your legs drop and fall down. Exactly. And now we are really standing in a very soft, kind of easy position where the body doesn't have to work or hold, but it's floating. You can relax your fingers, relax your face, your tongue, your teeth, your eyes and eyebrows. Wherever you are, just take a moment to listen to whatever sounds are going on around you. Notice how you are supported in space. And notice how you're supported as you stand upon the earth. Good. And then when you're ready to gently open your eyes, look down and take a seat. And simply rub your hands together. Close your eyes. This stimulates your prana, your energy field. And with your hands, you can place them anywhere you want to on your body. So whether it's your eyes or your knees or your belly, your shoulders, sending any extra needed special love to that area. Mine's going to be my neck and shoulders. So I'll take a breath, feeling your own internal healing power. And then gently release the hands, just bow forward. Rise and inhale. Exhale. Notice how you're standing and the spine and the body even as you sit. And then let's all reach our arms up, looking up, extending through the spine, dropping the hips. Take a deep breath. Giving thanks for this day, giving thanks for this moment, giving thanks for this body. Thank you, my friends, for being here. Let's bring our hands together. Pause in front of our forehead, our third eye center. And also down to the heart. Bow the head to the heart. And in honor of every teacher, every guru, your own self is your own guru. You are your own best healer and teacher, and I am here to guide you. So I wish you the greatest of day or evening or morning, wherever you may be. And from all of us here in Bali, in the bottom of our hearts, our soul honors yours. Namaste. Yeah.